Okay, I'm assuming I'm live again. Am I live again? Hello? Am I alive again? Yeah, okay, I'm fine. I saw that chat reconnected almost immediately, so I figured I'd be okay.
What else was she gonna say?
I've got a good bullshit detector, Luke. That's why you can never beat me at poker.
You don't always beat me at... Alright, how can you be sure?
Well, I'm sure I ain't willing to leave a little girl in the woods to die when we got a doctor with us that can make a call. We can have Carlos take a look at it first.
Nick ain't gonna like this. Not with what happened.
You don't have to remind me of that, boy.
Right. Sorry, sir.
Come on. Clementine, are you feeling all right?
I'm fine. Just tired.
Well, you better be fine. Because I ain't carrying you anymore with that bite on your arm.
Don't worry about...
Oh, shit.
She told us that she was out there hit by a dog.
What? And you just believed her? You should have put her out of her misery right there. Dog bite my ass.
Hey!
Scream just deconnected for a while.
Lucky my nephew can't shoot for shit.
Whoa! Whoa! What the
You
fuck?
idiot! Every lurker for 5 miles probably heard
You're the one
that.
telling me to fucking shoot her.
Everybody just calm down for a second.
Clementine, you okay?
She tried to run, man.
Well, Nick, can you really fucking blame her? We got a doctor right here, okay? He'll have a look. Now what the hell is wrong with you people? Okay, she's just scared.
We're all scared, Luke. Don't act like we're the ones being irrational because we don't buy this bullshit story.
No way she survived out here on her own. Why are we even arguing about this?
Let me take a look.
So it's interesting that the original game told you all about the importance of honesty,
Go ahead, he's a doctor.
and then in this game it's immediately undermined because if you tell the truth, nobody believes you. What happened? We just disconnected for a little bit. It's fine. There is no way a doctor would fail to tell the difference between a dog and a person.
This isn't how we do things, man. When you're bit, you get put down. End of story. I'm not going through this again.
No one's suggesting that.
We could take her arm off. I know that worked for a cousin down in Ainsworth. We could try that.
You think a dog bite would look
won't do
different
any
from a person
You'll
just
just
because
be making
dogs
it
have
worse for
sharp
the girl.
teeth?
It's
And
crazy.
a completely different mouth shape. And completely different teeth. And a completely different biting style. Okay, so the game wants you to basically appeal to one of the
volunteers do that?
characters.
Realistically,
Realistically, there is no one you could appeal to.
how would we know?
Right? Luke
Just
is
let
already on
Paolo-
your side, right? Rebecca won't go for you because she's a fucking crazy bitch,
have a
right?
look first.
Nick is a dumb shit. Alvin's already on your side. Pete's already on your side, and Carlos sucks. So there is logistically. Oh, I was supposed to appeal to Luke, but it doesn't matter. There is no one you can appeal to in that scene that I genuinely believe would make even the slightest bit of difference. Maybe Alvin.
I don't mean to cause any trouble. I just wanted to find help. But if you let me go, I promise you'll never see me again.
And where exactly would you go?
elsewhere. Somewhere else.
I can take care of myself.
Clearly.
Carlos, we've been through this before. We all agreed. We don't wait for shit like this. End of story.
So you got to appreciate that you got brought here to be helped by the doctor, and everyone's like, maybe we should kill her. That's like the first thing that happens.
Like that could be anything. Only one way
This
to
is
find out.
a baffling decision, for the record.
By tomorrow morning, if the
Because
sun is setting, we'll know
I
if she's
like.
gonna turn.
Hold on. I need to actually talk about this. This is a literal baffling writing decision, right? And I think because most people like Season 1. I liked Season 1 when I first played it. Didn't realize it sucked until recently. And I think this is a major contributing factor to people's feelings about Season 2. Because Season 2 is a lot less well-regarded as compared to Season 1, right? People like Clementine. So it's not a protagonist issue. The characters in the first game, they can get a little dicey with Lily and Larry, but Lily and Larry are set up as antagonists, whereas Doug and Carly on your side from the beginning, and Doug and Carly, depending on which one survives, is intended to be your sort of like friend character. You can botch that relationship because one is a little more forgiving in the relationship aspects, basically, but essentially those are your starting groups. You've already made friends with Kenny, right? Or made enemies with Kenny, regardless, but that's still based on your previous decisions. So the onset of openly antagonistic characters are just Larry and Lily, who you later aren't supposed to like anyway, because Lily will later go on to kill Doug/Carly, and furthermore, Larry is an antagonist straight up episode 1, period. He straight up tries to kill you immediately, so you're never supposed to like Larry. And Lily later goes on to be an antagonist in Season 4. So Lily's not intended to be likable anyway. Whereas, on this case, the group you were introduced with in the onset of the story is the group you end the game with. So, the initial group you were introduced with in Season 2 is immediately establishes itself as unlikable. And this is how, so this is like where the like weird writing situation comes from. Like their initial idea in Season 2 was, let's introduce you to a group of people whose first choice is to try to kill you. Like, it's, I'm okay with it narratively and structurally. It's like the decision of the writers to start the game like this is frankly confusing. It's like they couldn't figure out a better way to integrate Clementine into a group. It really could not have been that hard to have done it, honestly. But it, like... God, it's just it's the choice that confuses me. Like, why is the decision to immediately make your group unlikable? Because then you inherently don't care about these characters. The only people I hear people regularly talk about that they care in this group is Luke, and I will add that Pete's pretty cool. But, like, realistically, nobody gives a shit about the rest of these characters. The silver lining is you can kill everyone in this game. So you're saying is Telltale has always sucked. I am willing to say that there is a good chance that every Walking Dead game sucks. There is a good chance of that. I know they've made games before Walking Dead. They made like the Jurassic Park game. I haven't played that. They made a few games before that. And I haven't played... I played Wolf Among Us and I enjoyed it, but I'm also a fan of the comic, so that might be a little dicey. I haven't played any of the, like, 8,000 games they came after. I've seen playthroughs of the Game of Thrones one. That one looks awful. I hear Borderlands is really good. I haven't seen it, haven't played it, so I don't want to say Telltale has always sucked. What I will say is that Season 2 has never been good. Maybe it's just because I've honed my critical eye, but God, Season 1 is actually pretty bad, too. Clem meets some dude at a campsite eating beans and gives her beans, and he introduces her to his group. There, I did it. There's an option. Honestly, it would be so easy to do it. It would be so easy. They could have just stumbled. Honestly, you could have skipped the whole onset of this. Clem could be, like, walking through the area, right? Get attacked by walkers. Or, no, she could just, hold up, we could skip the whole dog scene. Clem fell off a cliff, ended up drowning. She ends up on shore. Realistically, Luke and Pete could just be like, hey, we found a drowned girl. And then she pops up and they're like, oh my god, she's alive. We should take her to a doctor. They could have skipped this whole onset, right? And then without the whole bite scenario, honestly, we would lose the entire episode, but that's okay. Who gives a shit? More people would be on your side, and the only people that would be actively opposed to Clementine is Rebecca, who is an antagonistic force in the early parts of the game anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, I will say the Minecraft one actually looks good. So I don't want to shit on Telltale completely, but no, the Walking Dead games were probably never good.
We can lock her in the shed.
What about my arm? It needs to get cleaned and stitched and bandaged.
The girl is in bad shape, Carlos.
We have all that stuff inside the cabin. We could probably get by with it.
Alvin, please.
But yeah, we can't do nothing.
I'm not wasting supplies on a lurker bite. Turns out you're telling the truth. I'll clean it and stitch it up for you in the morning.
But
You could just bleed out and turn into a fucking lurker. This is completely... The idea is that they assume she's a Carver scout, which wouldn't make sense because
I ain't your son.
Carver would never send a child out as a
It's
scout.
all right. Boy's got his mom's temper.
Come on.
This is just a waste of time. You'll see. And when she turns, I ain't gonna be the one cleaning up the shit.
maybe you could let me go?
I wish I could. I really do, but it's too risky. Sorry.
So this guy's as good a doctor as Dr. Nick from The Simpsons. Probably. I refuse to believe that there is a doctor that cannot tell the difference between a zombie bite and a dog bite. And here's the thing. If there is a doctor who cannot tell the difference between a dog bite and a zombie bite, this takes place in a zombie apocalypse where there are zombies everywhere, and we've just established that Pete's, like, sister or something died to walkers. So we know they know what zombie bites look like. Calm down, sir. You're gonna give yourself skin failure. I very well might. And I do not call that a nitpick. That is the literal crux of the opening problem. Like, this is the entire idea behind the central, the initial conflict. So that's not a nitpick. That's directly related to the story I'm having to play through. You have bonus eruptus, terrible condition where the skeleton tries to leap out of the mouth and escape the body, Dr. Nick.
I can use this for stitches.
Considering I don't think Carlos does any doctoring, at all, at any point in the entire game, I remember actually questioning in my original playthrough. I'm pretty sure I said at one point, do we know if this guy's actually a doctor? Are zombie dogs a thing in this world? No. Yo, if zombie dogs happen, though, everyone's screwed. if the infections in a zombie apocalypse gain the ability to jump species, that's it. That's game over. He has a PhD in microbiology. My name's Dr. Carlos. I have a PhD in jazz music. I went to art school. I don't have the heart to tell them it's not in medicine. I wouldn't be shocked if he's actually like a psychologist or something. Here's a question for Isak. Zombies are marked as American mythology and popular culture. Do you think that's accurate or should be marked as something else? I would actually agree with that. There are sort of like natural zombies in nature, like such as like cordyceps and those horrible flies that inject eggs into your brain, and the Kuru prion, but those are only referred to as zombies in light of George Romero, and the original zombies are sort of like voodoo sorcery thing, which uses a sort of combination of like anesthesis derived from like neurotoxin from pufferfish and like hypnosis techniques and like sort of mysticism tricks to create zombies, and they are functionally different. Like a voodoo zombie is functionally different than a Romero zombie. So I would say that yes, it's probably safe to say that a zombie is an American creation.
It makes me feel like a fucking idiot when we're not on the same page.
We are on the same page.
Not out there, we weren't. Not about the girl. I saw you get soft.
What do you want me to do, Beck? Put a bullet in her?
I want you to think about our family first.
It's all I think about. So don't give me this shit.
I need some air.
What the hell are you doing?
You left me in the shed.
Because you got bit.
Will you please help me? I need to fix my arm.
Are you out of your mind? Even if you ain't bitten by some lurker, which you probably are, you can't be here. You gotta get out of here, you understand? Get back into that shed and Carlos will take care of you in the morning.
I can tell that you're nice.
I ain't nice.
Yes, you are.
Don't you do that. I see what you're doing. I'm serious. You need to get out of here.
I saw when everyone was arguing. You wanted to help.
You didn't see anything. Look, you gotta get out of here before my wife finds you. I'm serious. You gotta go. I got enough problems already.
I don't want to get you in trouble.
I'm already in trouble just talking to you.
I could really use your help.
I'm screwed if anyone finds out I did this. You understand? What do you need?
The cut on my arm needs to be cleaned and stitched.
Stitch? I ain't doing that.
I'll figure it out on my own.
Alright, look. I don't know what I can find. We're short on bandages, but I might be able to find something clean that will work.
I need something to clean it out with. And a needle and thread could help too.
I don't even know where to look. Carlos has medical supplies on lockdown. We don't got much these days.
Well, whatever you can get. I'll find the rest on my own.
Okay, wait here. I found you some bandages. And I got you a juice box in case you're thirsty.
Thank you.
Alvin, house meeting in 5 minutes.
Oh, okay, thanks. Now you need to go.
Haitian mythology, American mythology. You know what? If you had to make the choice, that's the way to do it. Just split it between both mythologies. Fair enough. You need a needle and some peroxide. Don't we all? I feel like we're kind of flying through this. Is that just me? Like, I don't remember this part going on for too much longer. With the backside, Clem. Two episodes, maybe? It would get it done faster. That's what I was thinking about. We start doing 2 episodes for season 2. That'll
Where's Sarah? She's got her book. She doesn't.
that'll get us done in 1 or 2 streams. The only problem is there's only 5 episodes. Breeze through after the slow, painful crawl of 1. I'm actually expecting 1 to be the best one. I'm expecting it to go... I'm honestly, based on my reactions during the note-taking and, you know, watching myself play the original for the process of the note-taking, I'm actually expecting to get progressively angrier as these go on. So, if anything, I'm assuming this is going to be the easy one.
Could be. We don't know.
She's connected to somebody. There's no way she's out here by herself.
She said she's out here alone.
Yeah, right.
Whoever she's with.
Oh, you meant in terms of speed. Oh, yeah. I assume 1 and 5 are probably the long ones. There's literally no reason to take this watch, by the way. I know you can give it back to Nick later, but screw Nick. I don't think anything happens if you take it. So I don't think there's a reason to take it. But I'm satisfied with the knowledge that I have stolen Nick's dad's watch.
You're not supposed to be in here. Hi. Can you please help me? I'm not supposed to talk to you. My dad can't know. What are you reading? A book? What book? I like books. It's called The Gurkha